Hey, replay viewer, how are you? You missed it. But it was a good one. We talked about fear. Hey, Terry. Hi. Hey, Minnie Mouse. Hey, Kalani. Hey, Mr. CEO. How are you, Ernie Perry? How you doing? Hi, 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 hi. What up, Snapchat Brigade? Oh, thank you so much for inviting your followers. Hey, 35. Hey, notes from Wanda. How you doing, Wanda? Hey, Samzy. Hi. Hi. I'm good. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you so much for asking. Welcome back, Terry. Welcome back. Oh, purple hearts. I love how you say my name. It's cool. Ernie Perry. Am I saying it right, Ernie? Mr. CEO. Hey, Samzy. Hey, Wanda. There's fridge hearts. Yes. They're supposed to be pow hearts, but maybe I got the hashtag wrong, but kind of, sort of. Kind of, sort of. We actually should email about that soon. I'll have to send you an email. Hey everybody, welcome to the scope. Welcome to the scope. Replay viewer, did you hang in there? Awesome. I've never seen the fridge hearts before. Okay, no, we have to get it done, Terry. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna hit you up after this scope. I'm gonna do that. Thank you for those hearts, those blue hearts. Hey fridges, those gold fridges. Can I have some? Yes. How is everybody doing? How are you guys doing? I just came back from the airport, dropped my brother off. He left Zambia. He's going back to the cold Chicago. Meanwhile, I'm up in here sweating, wearing long sleeves. Why? For you. The top I'm wearing underneath is more of a summer top. Thank you. I feel good. I feel good. Partying is sorrowful, but I feel good. 6 to 6 working, web design, still working on it. Ooh, girl. Godspeed. Godspeed. So today we're going to be talking about fear. Awesome. Look, hey Mr. CEO, Ernie Perry, you making my day. Today we're talking about fear. It's me on fear. Hey Dr. Chevy, welcome to the scope. We're just about to get started. Pink hearts, light blue hearts. Oh my goodness. Hey Dr. Chevy, how are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? Gold heart, y'all, those hearts are so pretty. Okay. So, on fear, I believe, let me introduce myself, hold up. My name is Coach Nachi. I am your world-class personal development coach, your speaker, and life enthusiast, called to serve those who want to live more like their unique selves now, right now, this minute, right now, right this minute, right now. Period. I believe we're intended to live fully human and feeling at home in ourselves and our lives, and I believe we're intended to live joyfully. A part of feeling fully human is feeling all the emotions that come with being a human being, and that's fear. I don't believe fear is the enemy. I don't believe fear is bad. I feel like fear is in a similar, I have to watch my words, in a similar league as anger. And what up, Mr. Proctor? Welcome to the scope, baby. How you doing? I believe fear is in a similar league as anger and sadness. It's something that is human and something that what I think is the thing you fear should be the thing you do because you gain from it. Oh, Kalani! Yes. Hey, Mr. Proctor. I wanted to share with you a story, and I'm going to share with you a story of like my fear thing, but I want to talk about fear first. I do believe it's normal to feel fear. If you're not afraid, there's a saying that goes, if you're not afraid, you're not living. If you're not afraid of what you're about to do, maybe that's not the thing that you should be doing. I don't believe fear is the enemy. I believe fear is natural. I believe fear is a normal thing. The time when fear becomes unnatural, the time when anger and sadness become unnatural is when they become crippling, right? When your anger cripples you and you don't move forward. If you're so angry at a human being or a situation that you hold it so close to your heart that you're unable to move forward, or unable to let others into your life because you're so angry at this other situation, I believe that's when it becomes crippling. Same thing with fear. If you're afraid to step forward into your dream and your passion, if you're afraid if you're afraid to take action, if you're afraid to actually take a step towards what you want, then it becomes crippling. And that type of fear is not your friend. but it's not so much the fear itself. Fear is a thing that happens, fear without judgment, whether it's, when I say judgment, I mean when you don't judge fear as good or bad. When you just look at fear as like, I feel afraid, I feel scared, but I'm going to do this anyway. That happens. We do that all the time during life, and we don't judge that type of fear. But when it comes to big things that we deem as like, oh my God, they all of a sudden become, fear all of a sudden becomes this huge crippling thing. It's the emotion behind the fear that can sometimes be crippling. Like, oh, Kalani girl, how you doing, Kalani Snapchat brigade? It's true. Sometimes fear isn't exactly what it is that you're feeling. Like, you have to, I'm all about defining. Oh, I dropped my note card. Well, I believe that fear, I believe in defining, right? When what people have made entire careers based off of fear and fighting fear, right? Fear coaches, or I don't actually know if that exists, I'm sure it does, but people who will help you overcome your fear. When people are speaking, we say, oh, fear is the thing that you're afraid of. Fear is the thing, right, I'm winging it now, can you tell? Fear is the thing that's holding you back from doing what you want to do. What are you doing? What's holding you back? I'm afraid. I'm afraid of what? Success. I'm afraid of what? Failure. Okay, but really, what as a coach does, when you find a good coach, when you are really introspective, exposure therapy is based on being surrounded by your fears. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a fun subject in school. It's scary, like fighting phobias, is raising your awareness about what exactly it is that you're afraid of. Like really nitpicking. When you can name the beast, when you can name what scares you specifically and be able to point it out, that's when you kind of regain some of your power. So what I do with my clients is when we go into the challenges, when we go into their specific roadblocks, because that's what makes, I believe that inside of us we have the resources, the talents, the skills, the resourcefulness to do what we need to do our way and succeed at it. I 100% believe that, and every single time, even though I believe it in my core, my clients always surprise me. I'll get emails from past clients saying, hey, I did this thing, or I'll catch up with by the way, those hearts, thank you. They will hit me up and say, hey, this is what I'm doing right now. And I remember sessions with them where they were saying what their fears were and what was going on in their heads. But they always, like, once you're able to basically name what it is you're afraid of, once you're able to put a title on it and say, actually, what I'm afraid of is this person in my life calling me out and saying, you're not qualified, or this person from the past coming up and saying some sort of nonsense. Like, once you actually are able to name your beast, name your fear, then you have some sort of control, because now you've raised, thanks for those hearts, boo. Now you've raised your awareness of what actually your fear is, and it's no longer this boogeyman under the bed judgment. Judgment is a huge one. It's no longer this boogeyman under the bed. It's now something that you can actually can pinpoint and control. At this point, you're in much better state to move forward, because now you can say, okay, I can actually work on this specific thing. When someone says, oh, my biggest thing is fear of failure, fear of success, you can't touch failure, you can't touch success. What it is, you have to dig a little deeper and actually really name what it is that you're truly, like, specifically in your life. Let me pick up my note card really quickly. I'll be right back. In the meantime, this is the ceiling. Do you like the ceiling? I am back. I am your world-class coach, speaker, and life enthusiast called to serve those who want to live more like their unique selves now. So, what I wanted to compare this to was, just to reiterate, fear is normal. No, I didn't fall, Terry. Oh, God. This scope is a mess. I didn't fall. I didn't fall. I'm glad I'm cracking you up, Dr. Chevy. My note card fell. My note card fell, and it's hot, and I didn't fall. I did not fall. I just stumbled a little bit. Fear is normal. Fear is normal until it becomes crippling. Raising your awareness about what it is you're actually afraid of will do you a world of wonders, because then you can take action on it. Then you can move forward. And with my clients, what we do is once we name it, then we say, okay, what do we do now? And the question is typically, okay, what's in your control here? What's in your control about this person judging you or ridiculing you? What's in your control about funding? What's in your control about whatever? And that's something that we do to move forward. So I like to compare fear to perfectionism. We were talking about perfectionism a little bit in a scope ago or so. And what we were really talking about was how perfectionism I don't believe there's nothing wrong with wanting what you do to be perfect. But this is coming from a recovering perfectionist, right? I don't believe that if you want to have the best product, I don't believe that you shouldn't aim to have the best product, the best service, the best whatever it is. Thank you so much for inviting your followers. I think I saw someone invite their followers earlier too. Thank you so much. I think that was you, Terry. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, Nachi. Hey, living to live again. Hey, hi, living to live again. I love that. Welcome to Live Like You Now. Hey, what was that? Yeah, the point when perfectionism becomes not helpful, the point where, thanks for sharing on Twitter, Wanda, thank you. The point when it becomes crippling is when it starts to become the excuse. When your drive for things to be just so becomes the reason why you don't move forward. My perfectionism that I've noted, that I've counted as something that's good, is when I'm laying in bed and I'm like, I could have done better. I could do better. I'm gonna go wake up and redo my entire hour-and-a-half webinar. That's my level of perfectionism. It didn't make me say, oh, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. No, it made me wake up, get out of bed, and do it better. It made me wake up, rewrite everything, and do it better. It makes me continue to do what I need to do and do it better. That is moving me forward, like my website. I'll publish when it's perfect. Right. Right. Yeah, that's a tough one. Hey, welcome to the scope. Just like fear, right? Sometimes you're afraid of failure so much. 3,000 hearts, pump 'em, Mr. Proctor. I see those red hearts, gold hearts, blue hearts. If I haven't named, that's why it's not out yet. Excuses. When it becomes exactly, oh, Terry, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Like, when it becomes excuses is when it's not helping. That's when it becomes, I guess, what you would call a bad thing. That's when you would pass that bad judgment on it. But when sometimes our fear has moved us forward, right? Our fear of having a poor service has pushed us to have the best service that we can possibly provide. Thank you for coming back in, Wanda. If I didn't mention your hearts earlier, let me know, because sometimes Periscope hides it from me. Then I watch the replays and I'm like, but I didn't say those hearts. I see pink hearts, blue hearts, red hearts, gold hearts, purple hearts, lavender hearts, red hearts, and fridges. So yeah, similarly to perfectionism, if it's something that's going to help you move forward, look, strive for that, strive for it, strive to be better, strive to have a better something. But if it's something that's going to hold you back, that's not your friend. At that point, that's working against you. People like Elon Musk, people like Steve Jobs, people like cute fridges, right? That's the Easter egg hashtag. People who have succeeded and done really well in this world, as far as like even activists like Nelson Mandela or Martin Luther King, people who have really done something in this world, you think they weren't afraid? They were afraid. Like, they know that if you're standing for something that, especially activists, because I love to help, to serve rather, social impact. Phone dying. Oh, Dr. Chevy, no, phone, what are you doing?